live in a world ruled by tyranny, where knowledge is suppressed and ignorance is glorified. A world where propaganda and misinformation travel the airways at the speed of lies. But in the midst of the violence and chaos, a great awakening is taking place. And as the media empires continue to collapse, a new network is forming. A network of truth. A network of courage. A network of awareness. Peace and greetings. You are now tuned into the Network of Awareness podcast radio station, where we examine current events, politics, health, finance, and topics of cultural relevance in America and throughout the world, while bringing you insightful interviews with guests that will both educate and inspire you. And now, your host of the Network of Awareness podcast radio station, Aura the Informationalist.
My aura is a network full of awareness and gifts like Aura, the Informationalist.
Peace and greetings to all the brothers and sisters and the network of Awarians from around the world, and to all the people seeking truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm your host, Aura the Informationalist, and you're now tuned in to a live broadcast of the Network of Awareness. And in this installment of the TruthSeeker series, the transformative power of experience. We live and learn through thoughtful control. And in this episode, we're going to go into humans learn through experiences, which can be both positive and negative. We learn from our mistakes and our successes, and each experience helps us to grow and develop as individuals. Experiences can also help us to develop our skills and knowledge, both about ourselves and the world around us. For example, if someone experiences a difficult situation, they may learn how to better cope with similar situations in the future. On the other hand, if someone experiences a positive situation, they may gain insight into how to better enjoy life and appreciate the good things it has to offer. Experience also shapes our beliefs and values, as they can provide us with different perspectives on the world. For example, if someone has a negative experience, they may develop a stronger belief in the importance of being kind and compassionate to others. And on the other hand, if someone has a positive experience, they may gain a greater appreciation for the beauty of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. And experiences can also help us to develop our communication skills, as we learn how to better express ourselves and interact with others. Overall, experiences are an important part of life, as they can help us to learn and grow in many ways. Experiences can shape our beliefs, values, and communication skills, as well as provide us with a different perspective on the world. Ultimately, experiences can help us to live our lives to the fullest and make the most of every moment. And before we start this podcast presentation on the transformative power of experience, we live and learn through thoughtful control, I wanted to let my listeners know that just in the past week or so, I've been able to learn from many different experiences that I've encountered, both good and bad. The good being that the choices that I made that got me to where I'm at this present moment were all serving a purpose. They happened for a reason, and that reason was there to serve me well. And unfortunately, because of the choices I made, caused a certain reaction from certain people. And unbeknownst to me, I've never thought that the experience I would have gotten from other people and the responses would have came in the manner in which they did. But what it helped me to learn is character, that some people have good character and some have poor character. And you can always tell what type of fruit a tree bears depending on what type of tree it is and depending on the type of fruit it bears. And I can tell you that I've had some positive experience with people that have bear some positive fruits of the spirit, and those that have definitely a malevolent spirit, a wickedness that can be perceived as foul, disgusting, and unnecessary. But on the other hand, when things like this happen to us and we get to experience the poisonous fruit from people, it just gets to show us how important it is to be one with thyself, meaning that you think for yourself and you be connected always to the positive God force within you, the Most High, that dwells within you. And you stay connected and constantly learning how to ascend into that kingdom of heaven that's within you. So, I wanted to share this episode on the transformative power of experience, because experience is always going to be the best teacher. And let's get into this episode and let's start our day, for all of those that are starting their grand rising day, their most high Monday, in the most positive way. Okay, so I want to welcome all the sisters and brothers and fellow truth seekers of wisdom to this episode on the transformative power of experience. We live and learn through thoughtful experience. And let's delve into the profound and intricate tapestry of human existence. People, we are beings that are shaped and molded by the crucible of experience, a dynamic force that guides us through the intricate dance of life. In this exploration, I aim to unravel the threads that weave together the fabric of our existence, emphasizing the notion that experience is indeed the best teacher. Moreover, I contend that being in control of our thoughts is the key to unlocking our fullest potential. Too many times, we as individuals do not operate in the individuality and the identity that we were born with. Many times over, it is because we adopt the beliefs and understandings and thoughts of others, not having independent thought of our own. And because of that, we wind up living a false narrative of life, and not the life that we were intended to live. And many times over, what happens is that the Most High God Force, the light that's within you, is constantly going to reveal that to you. It's constantly going to manifest that awakened mind to you if you are opening to receive it. But it still will be shown even if you're closed off. And the more you're closed off, the more it tries to reveal itself until you completely have given up on the idea of expressing yourself independently from any other person's thoughts and truly understanding how you're supposed to live your life. So, let us begin on our journey by contemplating the essence of human existence. We are not mere spectators in the grand theater of life. Rather, we are participants constantly engaged in the act of living and learning. Our lives are a series of interconnected moments, each laden with experiences that contribute to our growth, understanding, and ultimate transformation. It is through these experiences that we navigate through the labyrinth of experience, and it is through them that we come to realize the true depth of our potential. See, people, experience in its multifaceted glory serves as the vessel of wisdom. Every encounter, whether pleasant or painful, offers a lesson that enriches our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The ancient proverb, experience is the best teacher, encapsulates a universal truth that transcends time and culture. And when we immerse ourselves fully in the ebb and flow of life's experiences, we gain insights that textbooks and theories can never provide because those books are from the past and our experience is in the present moment. Consider the poignant lessons derived from adversity. In the vessel of challenges, we discover the resilience within ourselves, a resilience that remains dormant until tested by the fiery trials of life. Adversity is not an enemy to be feared, but a formidable teacher, imparting lessons on strength, perseverance, and the indomitable human spirit. The trials we face are not arbitrary, people. They are tailored to sculpt us into beings that are fully capable of facing the complexities of our existence with courage and grace. Now, on the flip side, the moments that we experience of joy and triumph are equally significant on our journey. Celebrations, achievements, and the euphoria of success point the canvas of our memories with vibrant hues. These experiences, too, play a pivotal role in our growth. They teach us the importance of gratitude, humility, and the recognition of our interconnectedness with others. Through the lens of positive experiences, we gain a deeper understanding of the beauty inherent in the human experience. Yet, it is not merely the nature of experience that shapes us, it is our response to them that defines our character and shapes our destiny. Character. Character, people, is so important because it really gets to show how a human being truly operates, especially in times of adversity and also in times where there is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to be gained. And people, as I mentioned before, either have good character or poor character. And yet, it is not merely the nature of experiences that shapes us people, it is our response to them that defines our character and shapes our destiny. This is where the profound importance of being in control of our thoughts becomes very evident, people. And I cannot stress enough how, if we're not in control of our own thoughts, then the reality that we will be perceiving will be someone else's because we will not be an independent thought. You see, the Most High created us to be independent in thought. That's where the freedom of will comes in. And our will is for the Most High to experience life in this three-dimensional reality through our eyes, through the eyes of the Most High that's within us, through that light, through the observer. Some call it the higher self, some call it the divine self. But either way, it is all interconnected and woven back to the creator, to the source of all divinity and all existence and all that truly is. Because the true reality only rests with the Most High. The truth that is absolute only rests with the Most High. Everything else is an illusion. And the life that we live here, as real as it may seem, is still an illusion, but it's real as an experience for the Most High. And the more that we become independent in our thinking and truly pursuing that which is righteous, that which is meaningful, the more we get to understand who we truly are by digging deeper into who we are through our experiences, people. Now, these lessons really teach us many things. And through the lens of these positive experiences, we're going to gain a deeper and deeper understanding of the beauty that is inherent within us, that light within us that transforms the human experience. Yet, it is not merely the nature of experience that shapes us, it's our responses to them, people, the character. See, this is where the profound importance of being in control of our thoughts becomes evident because our thoughts are the architects of our reality. Our thoughts are coming from a higher being, a higher state. It is a spiritual language that expresses itself through words and through actions. And that's why it's so important to be very cognizant and aware, to be in awareness of the words that we speak, not only to others, but more importantly, the words that we speak to ourselves. Because as the scriptures say, that the Most High is the Word, we are also the Word, just as Christ stated. But if we are in a spirit that is in conflict with such things as pride and lust and the wanting and desire to always be right, then that's where the emotion that builds poor character through arrogance will lead somebody astray from understanding the true essence of who they are and where they come from. And this is very profound because this is something that many people struggle with. See, our thoughts are the architects of our reality because the true architect of the universe is the Most High God. It is that everlasting light. It is that which only you can begin to understand. You see, because our thoughts are the architects of our reality, the silent orchestrators of our perceptions and responses to the world, it is important that we exercise control of our thoughts, people. because we become the artisans of our destiny and our own destiny at that. See, the power of thought is very liberating and also can be very daunting. See, it grants us the ability to transcend limitations, and it also helps us to break free from self imposed constraints and chart a course towards our higher aspirations. And this is so important because many people have a spell on them, a spell of limitations. And many times over, sometimes these spells are cast by others, and sometimes this spell is cast upon ourselves through our lack of thought and through the lack of self confidence and self worth. Because once you get into a phase of looking at yourself as less than, then that's what you become. If you see yourself as a dirty rag or as wicked or as worthless, then that's what you will manifest and become. And there will be no escaping it until you transform your thoughts. Because your thoughts come from that divine being, that essence that some of us call God, the Most High, the great creator of all. But it is coming from that same place. And that those thoughts do not discriminate when it comes to the subconscious mind. That's why the power of our thought can be both liberating and daunting. And that's why, if it is daunting, it can lead us astray. Now, simultaneously, it holds the potential to be a treacherous labyrinth, leading us astray into the realms of negativity. And that's where Satan dwells. Satan is not a being, but more of a force of negative energy. And that negative energy leads to very, very low vibrational thoughts, such as self doubt. And the most important of them all is fear. See, therefore, mastering the art of controlling our thoughts is the key to unlocking the doors to our fullest potential. In the realm of thought, mindfulness emerges as a guiding light. And mindfulness is really the art of being fully present in the current moment. It provides a sanctuary from the tumultuous currents of the past, regrets, and the future anxieties. That's why it's so important to be present, because when you live in the present, there is always an opportunity for a new beginning. And I can tell you that in this present moment, I am starting a new beginning, and it is very fulfilling and it's very exhilarating. It's an exhilaration that will carry on to other future moments that will be present in that moment. And one thing I can tell you, people, is that based on just the recent past that I've been present in before it had passed, many things were revealed to me. And the most important thing that was revealed to me is character. And I cannot stress enough, rather impress upon you, that if you are in control of your thoughts and you are thinking with high positive vibratory thoughts, and you see yourself as that which always is you see yourself as unconditional love, if you see yourself as compassionate, if you see yourself as charitable, then that is what you will manifest and become. So when you live in the present, there's always an opportunity for a new beginning. See, when we learn to cultivate mindfulness through the Most High, when we get to realize that we are the light and the light is all around us and we are one with the light, and the light is one with us, and that kingdom of heaven is within you, there is infinite possibilities of what can be created and manifested. See, we create a space for conscious decision making, unburdened by the weight of unnecessary mental baggage when we are in a positive stream of thought. And through mindfulness, we gain control over our thoughts, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with great clarity and intention. I just started a fast, a 7-day fast today. And I can tell you that just by doing this presentation and being present within the presentation, that I am gaining great clarity through my thoughts. And why? Is because I am control of my mind. And I would like to share my thoughts with you so that maybe it can provide some form of inspiration for you to be in control of your thoughts with great clarity and with great intention. This is not a new way or age of thinking. This is just the way. This is the way that many of the great teachers of old and of antiquity were teaching us. This is the only way to gain salvation, people, to go back to that which is. Some call it the Heavenly Mother, Father, but it is the Creator of all. This is how we gain salvation. Now, consider for a moment, people, the analogy of a ship navigating stormy seas. In the tempest of life challenges, our thoughts serve as the rudder that steers us through the waves. A ship tossed by the storms of negativity, doubt, and fear is at the mercy of the elements. And that's why when Christ told the apostles when the storm was coming and he was sleeping in the boat, to not be worried, to not be in fear of what the elements are doing, but being in total control with your thoughts and having that pure, unadulterated, unwavering faith in the Most High, as Christ did. Because when you start to think like that, you start to emanate a level of energy that cannot be expressed in words. It is truly ineffable. See, because yet, even though if a ship storms the negativity of doubt and fear, and it's at the mercy of the elements of that ocean, yet a ship that's guided by a steady hand of mindful thoughts can weather any storm, emerging stronger and more resilient on the other side. And I can tell you right now, it feels good to be on the other side because we all have to deal with the storms. And some of us have to deal with storms that are far more treacherous than others. But at the end of the day, if you are steadfast in the truth that is absolute with the Most High and control your thoughts to permeate and to be one with that, to be one with the Most High that's already within you, you're going to be able to weather any storm, people. And you will always come out stronger, more resilient on the other side. Every single time. See, moreover, being in control of our thoughts is not a solitary endeavor, as many of us would think it is, because you think independently, individuality, identity comes with solidarity, but it doesn't. It's not a solitary endeavor, people. Why? Because the very light that's within you is with you at all times. So you're never by yourself. Because the self is one with all. See, our thoughts ripple through the interconnected web of the human experience that is having the experience all at the same time in the present moment with the Most High. Because the Most High is energy. There is no beginning and there is no end. The Most High is the Alpha and the Omega to all that is. That's why energy never dies. It just transforms and it's always present. The only thing that is in solidarity is the truth, is the creator. That is the only thing that is still and ever omnipresent. And everything else is going through its transformations and vibrations and frequencies and evolutions. See, we are dealing with an endeavor of being in a communal oneness. And in a world brimming with chaos and uncertainty like the world of present day, the power to control our thoughts becomes a beacon of hope and a catalyst for positive change. Because for every action, there is a reaction. And through those actions and reactions, we get to live and we get to learn. And hopefully, we get to learn through our own experiences and control of our thoughts. And hopefully, those thoughts are of the most positive vibratory intentions. Now, let us delve deeper into the notion that everything happens for a reason, and that reason's there to serve you. This perspective is rooted in the belief that the universe unfolds in a purposeful and meaningful way. And it invites us to view every experience as a benevolent guide on our journey. And I'm going to repeat that one more time. This perspective, rooted in the belief that the universe unfolds in a purposeful and meaningful way, invites us to view every experience as benevolent guide on our journey. But you see, what we have to transform our thoughts to is not into belief systems, because belief systems are limiting. Belief systems have a ceiling, but the Most High doesn't. That's why we have to transform our beliefs into knowings, because knowing is where the absolute truth lies. And when you know, you just know. There's no reason to question anything because you know. See, even in the face of adversity, there is a hidden wisdom waiting to be unearthed, people. And I can tell you, just in the past 2 weeks, dealing with some of the people I've dealt with, that I would have never thought would behave in such a wicked, disgusting manner, I had to realize that I still love these people and they're just playing their role in my experience. I'm living and learning through their reactions to only understand that my reaction is of peace, love, and harmony, and of compassion. Because the fruits of my spirit only grow stronger through the understanding of what is and what isn't. And understanding that the Most High is everything that is and ever will be. See, even embracing the idea that every twist and turn of our existence serves a purpose, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of victimhood and open the door to profound self-discovery. And I can tell you that the self-discovery just in the past week has been astounding and profound, to say the least. See, consider the story of a seed that's being planted. In its dormant state, a seed may appear lifeless and inconspicuous, right? However, when planted in fertile soil and exposed to the elements, it undergoes a miraculous transformation. And in speaking of that, my friend gave me a very small seed of a celery. And I can tell you just in the past 3 weeks, going on 4 now, that what I've been doing with this celery plant, and I'm going to share pictures on an episode to show you the transformation of this celery plant. Not only has it been getting alkaline water, not only has it been getting sunlight and air, but more importantly, it's been getting positive affirmations. It's been getting positive speech and language. See, when you have a plant, if you tell your plant you are wicked and you are a dirty rag and you are a filthy plant, your plant's not going to grow. Your plant is not going to bear any good fruit. Why? Because your plant's not going to even be able to bear fruit. Because you, through your speech, have now given that plant, who is another biological force that has nothing but consciousness coming from the Most High in it, like we do, you are giving it that negative energy. And through negative energy, nothing can prosper, nothing can grow. Not only does it become stagnant, it dies. See, our bodies are 80% water, people. And when you're speaking negative energy into your body through your thoughts, what does that create? Dis-ease. And it's not a mystery as to why so many people in this world have major health issues with their hearts, with their brains, with their kidneys, with their lungs, with their eyes, with their teeth, and with their gums, and many other parts of the body. It's not a mystery. Why? It's because they're constantly in the state of negative energy through the language that they speak to themselves and others. And that's why it's no coincidence that the scriptures say that you reap what you sow. So be very cognizant of what you're sowing, because like in the book, As a Man Thinketh, consequences don't make the man, it reveals it to himself. And many times the consequences that we face and the circumstances that we have to endure is of our own making. It's because of how we believe ourselves to be and how we speak to ourselves every single day, and also how we speak to others and how we treat others. That's why it's so important to have righteousness within your character, because if you don't, all you're going to do is plant seeds that will never grow, that can never be nourished, because the soil is poisoned, because the seed will never have an opportunity to grow or transform, because that which is helping it to grow is foul and wicked. So the seed is destined to die, as many of us are destined to die in that thought process. Why? Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen people that have so much pride and arrogance and they struggle with their health. They have all types of debilitating health conditions. And instead of transforming their thoughts and how they speak to themselves and others, they continue on the process and the disease continues to perpetuate. And then they try to look for a rope or a stick to get them out of the quicksand of debilitating thought. See, that concept that everything happens for a reason invites us to transcend the limitations, people. It really does, if we are aware. See, because I could tell you something. The sunlight that my celery plant is getting is relentless. Even when it's cloudy, it's still getting light. And it's still getting that positive talk and speech through me. And I tell my celery, you are beautiful. You are infinite. You are that which is and always will be. You are unconditional love. And every time I come outside into my backyard, I could tell you that that celery plant is growing more and more. It started out with one sprout, it now has 5 in less than 2 weeks. And some people may look at that as a miracle, but it's not. That's just the spirit of that which is and always will be the Most High God manifesting itself within that plant through the positive affirmations and experiences that it's enduring as it's living in the present moment. That's what contributes to its growth. See, similarly, our experiences, whether perceived as obstacles or opportunities, act as a nourishing soil in which the seeds of our potential are planted, people. And the concept that everything happens for a reason and that reason is there to serve you invites us to transcend the limitations of linear thinking and embrace a more expansive view of casuality. There's nothing casual about this experience that we're having. There's nothing casual about the Most High. There's nothing linear about the Most High. The Most High is all encompassing. The Most High is 360 degrees and beyond. See, when we are in positive thought and we are feeding ourselves positive energy, and we are also giving that positive energy to other life forms, not just humans. I'm talking about everything, to the water, to the plants, to the trees, and to the animals. That is what transforms consciousness into becoming what it is meant to be in the most positive ways. See, it encourages us to see the intricate interplay of events that happening at every given moment of our lives, each contributing to the symphony of our lives. And in this symphony, no note is discordant, no note is foul if we are living in that positive vibration. No melody is without purpose. Everything serves as a purpose. Every melody of the song of life serves a purpose. See, every experience, whether harmonious or dissonant, is an integral part of the composition contributing to the beauty and the tapestry of our existence. See, in the hard times of hardship, which I can tell you, I'm not going through any hardships as we speak, but in the times that I did, there's so much to learn from it. See, in the hard times of hardship, people, this perspective offers solace and resilience. It really does. That's why the people who have gone through the most extreme adversity in life, sexual abuse, physical abuse, and many other malevolent traumas that have experienced, they become our best teachers. But they're the ones that are most hated because most people are looking at themselves as dirty rags and as wicked. See, in these times of hardships, a lot of these challenges, it transforms us. It transforms the challenges from insurmountable obstacles into stepping stones on the path of self-discovery. Do you see the stepping stones, people? Do you see them? Isn't it beautiful? It truly is. Look at that. That's wonderful. That is truly wonderful. Look at how the water is one with the stone, and the stone is one with the water. And I can tell you that these stepping stones of life are so empowering on the path to self-discovery. And the path to self-discovery is knowing that the light is within you and all around you. The very light of the great creator, the Most High, is within you and all around you. It's not hard to tell. But if you have limiting beliefs and thoughts of your reality and who you are and why you came here in the first place, then you will never get to truly experience that oneness. That's why we have to understand that everything happens for a reason, and that reason is there to serve you so that you can continue to face the challenges with great wisdom and knowledge and understanding to go to the path of self discovery, which is understanding that the light is within you and all around you. See, rather than viewing adversity as a cruel twist of fate, we can choose to see it as a guiding force nudging us towards growth and enlightenment. And I can tell you that just in the past week or so, that's exactly what my experience up until this present moment as I speak to you on this broadcast is doing. And I pray and hope that those that receive this message they can transform their thoughts to a more positive vibration. Because I'm gonna tell you something now, people. If you are constantly looking at yourself as wicked, as worthless, as a dirty rag, then you might as well just give up because that's what you're going to become. And that is a life of despair and negativity. And that's where Satan lies. That's where Satan allows you to drift away and to be led astray from that which is and always will be. See, by adopting the belief that everything happens for a reason, we empower ourselves to extract meaning from the seemingly chaotic events of life that are all just illusions. That's all that they are. See, moreover, this perspective fosters a sense of gratitude when you have that attitude of gratitude, when you are truly grateful for the life that you are living and understanding that even when it's bad, it's still all good, baby. It's still all good. It's always good, even when it's bad, because the bad is just an experience. And when we recognize that every experience, whether pleasant or painful, serves as a purpose, we develop an appreciation for richness on this journey and path to salvation. It's really simple, but we make it complex. I don't deal with complexity. I deal with simplicity and harmony with the Most High. And I do that by being in control of my thoughts. I do not adopt the thoughts of other. And let me tell you, I am so grateful and I give all praise to that which is and always will be for that understanding. I give all praises to those that came like Yeshua, Ben Joseph, that came here to teach us that very understanding so that we can evolve into salvation, so that we can be saved from being engulfed into negative energy, so we can disengage from trying to control others' thoughts, because that when you try to manipulate and control the thoughts of other, that is witchcraft in its purest form. So have a sense of gratitude through these experiences. See, because when we recognize that experience as whether it's pleasant or painful, and we understand that it's still all good, that it's leading us to something more meaningful, that is true enlightenment. That is what's going to pave the way for salvation. That is the guiding light within you that's being guided to something that is everlasting through this illusionary experience called life here on this third dimensional reality called Earth. See, gratitude becomes a compass, guiding us through the landscapes of our experiences with a heart open to the lessons embedded in each moment. And in this legacy of our existence, gratitude is the thread that weaves together the disparate fragments of our lives into our harmonious whole. See, in essence, the belief that everything happens for a reason is an invitation to dance with the inherent intelligence of the universe. It is a recognition that beneath the surface of chaos and unpredictability, there exists an intricate order guiding the course of our lives. All praises to the Most High. See, by aligning ourselves with this cosmic dance, we become active participants. I'm going to repeat that: active participants, present in the existence, in the co creation of our destinies, leading us back to salvation. And salvation is ascension to a higher state of being. That's what Christ was teaching us. That's within the scriptures of all ancient teachings and writings. See, as we reflect on the profound interplay between experience, thought, and the belief that everything happens for a reason and that reason is there to serve you, it becomes evident that living a life to its fullest potential requires a conscious and intentional approach. With what? Our thoughts. See, it beckons us to become architects of our own destinies, sculptors of our own character, and truth seekers of the profound wisdom embedded in every facet of our existence. How are you sculpting your character? Because you know what? However you're sculpting it, other people will see that sculpture, and other people will gain a perception of what your character is based on how you sculpted it to be, based on the beliefs and knowings and understanding that you've come to understand for yourself and believe in. And I'll repeat it. We do not come from wickedness, and we are not wicked. Wickedness is a choice. And it's a choice that comes from negative energy. And that's where the malevolent force known as Satan or the devil comes from, and nowhere else. That's why many people say that you got a God and a devil within you. But in actuality, the only thing that's really in you is the God force. The negative energy is based on your freedom of will to perceive things in the state and the perceptions of fear. Fear is the worst enemy. Fear of oneself, potential and God force and heavenly light within them, and not understanding that and being fearful of that is what stops us from our growth and from our salvation and ascension. I'm going to repeat that last line I said. It beckons us to become the architects of our own destiny, sculptors of our own character, and seekers of the profound wisdom embedded in every facet of our existence. So, brothers and sisters, I want to conclude by saying, let us embrace the transformative power of experience as the best teacher of life. Let us recognize that every experience, whether joyous or challenging, serves a purpose in the grand tapestry of our existence. As we navigate the ever unfolding chapters of our lives, let us also acknowledge the paramount importance of being in control of our thoughts. By mastering the art of mindful thinking, we become captains of our own ships, navigating the seas of life with purpose and resilience. Remember, my dear, wonderful friends and brothers and sisters and fellow truth seekers, that the symphony of your life is composed of the harmonies and dissonances and the crescendos and the diminuendos of your existence. Each note, each pause contributes to the masterpiece that is uniquely yours. All in one, all encompassing. We are all experiencing oneness. So embrace the journey and the savor the lessons. Embrace the journey and savor the lessons that are being learned. and let the transformative power of experience through the Most High guide you towards a life that is lived to its fullest potential. So, with that being said, brothers and sisters, to all my fellow network of awareness, to all my fellow truth seekers, to all the people that see themselves and think of themselves in that infinite life of positive energy and infinite potential and unconditional love, I say, don't look for the light at the end of the tunnel, because the light is and always will be within you. So light up the tunnel. It's time. Light up the tunnel and find your way through the darkness of those self-debilitating thoughts and thoughts of others, and that empty rhetoric of others that we are wicked and dirty rags, because we come from that which is and always is. It cannot be wicked. That which is and ever will be can't be wicked. All it can be is infinite, unconditional love. So when you live in the present, there is always an opportunity for a new beginning. This is Aura the Informationalist from the Network of Awareness, saying peace, love, and light. And may the force of the Most High always be with you. Shalom.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Network of Awareness. If you would like to join or find out more about our show, please subscribe and follow us at networkofawareness.com or your favorite podcast listening platforms. If you would like for us to discuss any specific topic you would like to listen to, leave us a message on our website, or you can directly email us at orra@networkofawareness.com. Now, tune in to one of the fastest growing podcast shows on social, spiritual, and self-awareness. With that being said, people, living in the present, being directed by what's given in the hour-long sessions, mind-blowing confessions of improvement that needs checking. Welcome in all ears. Tuning out. Peace and blessings.